Good morning, students. So let's continue with the chapter of financial statements. Take down illustration 3a. From the following information, prepare a trading account for the year ended 31st March. They have given us opening stock, purchases, expense on purchase, expense on sale, wages, sales, closing stock. Also calculate cost of goods sold and gross profit. So write down trading account for the year ended 31st March 2017. Particulars, amount, particulars and amount, debit, credit. So first item will be to opening stock 40,000, to purchases 4,20,000, to expense on purchases 8,000, to wages 30,000. On credit side we have buy sales 6 lakh. We don't write buy expense on sales as it is not a direct expense. And then we have buy closing stock. How much is it? 52,000. So what's the total? Credit side total is more. 6,52,000. 6,52,000. So the balancing figure is 2 gross profit carried down 1,54,000. Next we need to find cost of goods sold. What is the formula? Opening stock plus purchases plus direct expenses minus closing stock. So opening stock is 40,000 plus purchases 4,20,000. Direct expenses we have expense on purchases 8,000 and also wages, that is 30,000, and then we have closing stock which is 4,52,000. So cost of goods sold will be 4,46,000. One more way in which without preparing the trading account we can find out the gross profit. That is, gross profit is equal to sales minus cost of goods sold. Sales is 6 lakh minus 4,46,000 is cost of goods sold. So gross profit will be 1,54,000. And while we prepare the trading account also we got the gross profit as 1,54,000. Clear? So write down a note. Expense on sales will not be considered while preparing trading account or while computing the cost of goods sold. Next, take down illustration 3b. Ascertain cost of goods sold from the following: indirect expense, direct expense, sales, purchases, return inward, return outward, closing inventory, opening inventory. So what's the formula? It is cost of goods sold is equal to opening stock plus purchases plus direct expense minus closing stock. Please write the full form and no short forms allowed. Opening stock is how much? Opening inventory or opening stock is the same, 16,000. Purchases is 72,000. Then we have direct expense which is 18,600, and then we have closing stock which is 28,000. So we get 78,600. Why have we not deducted return outward from purchases? Because they have given us the amount of net purchases. Net purchases is nothing but purchases minus purchases return. So write down the note. Since net purchases are given, it means that return outward has already been deducted from it. Second note, indirect expenses will not be considered while computing cost of goods sold. Next, take down illustration 4. calculate gross profit. They have given us total purchases, return outward, direct expenses. 2/3 of the goods are sold for 6,10,000. So what is the formula? Cost of goods sold is equal to opening stock plus purchases minus return outwards plus direct expenses minus closing stock. Or instead of this you can write net purchases. So opening stock is not given, 0. Net purchases will be how much? Purchases minus return outward. Return outward is 20,000. Direct expenses 60,000. Closing stock is nothing. So 7,80,000 plus 60,000. We get 8,40,000. We got cost of goods sold. Next we need to calculate the gross profit. What is the formula for gross profit? It is sales minus cost of goods sold. So out of the total cost of goods sold, they have said that only 2/3 of the goods are sold for 6,10,000. So what will be cost of goods sold? Sales is already given 6,10,000. Cost of goods sold will be 8,40,000 into 2 by 3. So it is 6,10,000 minus 5,60,000. So it is how much? 50,000. Why have we done this? Because they have said that 2/3 of the goods are sold for 6,10,000. So the sales is of 2/3 of goods. So cost of goods sold also should be for 2/3 of the good and not for full amount. Clear? Next, take down illustration 6. From the following information, prepare a trading account for the year ended 31/3. Cost of goods sold is given, sales, wages, closing stock. So we need to prepare a trading account. So trading account for the year ending 31st March 2017. So they have directly given us to cost of goods sold, how much? 8 lakh. Then we have buy sales 10 lakh. So what will be the gross profit? 10 lakh minus 8 lakh, that is 2 lakh. 2 gross profit carried down. So why have I not written wages and closing stock? Because we already know the formula of cost of goods sold. It is opening stock plus purchases plus direct expense minus closing stock. So in this, wages as well as closing stock has been included. So write down the note. Wages and closing stocks are not shown in the trading account because they have already been adjusted while calculating the cost of goods sold. Net sales during the year 2011 is 2,85,000. Gross profit is 25% on sales. Find out the cost of goods sold. So they have given us net sales, they have given us gross profit. So gross profit is equal to cost of goods sold minus sales. We know the amount of sales, that is 2,85,000. We know the percentage of gross profit, that is 25% on sales. So 2,85,000 into 25 by 100, that is 71,250. So what will be cost of goods sold? It is sales minus gross profit. How much is the sales? 2,85,000 minus 71,250. That is 2,13,750. Clear? Next, take down illustration 8. Net sales during the year ended is 6 lakh. Gross profit is 25% on cost. Find gross profit and cost of goods sold. So in the lower classes we had studied sales is equal to cost plus gross profit. So cost is 100, profit is 25. Sales is how much? 125. They have given us the amount of sales, that is 6 lakh. We need to find out gross profit. So gross profit will be 6 lakh into 25 divided by 125. That is 1,20,000. There is a difference when they have told that the gross profit is on sales and gross profit is on cost. Cost is always 100. So we'll be writing sales is equal to cost plus gross profit. So cost is 100 and gross profit is already given 25. So we know the sales amount. So what can we find out? Gross profit. Next, cost of goods sold will be sales minus gross profit. That is 6 lakh minus 1,20,000. 4,80,000. Clear? Next, take down illustration 10. Calculate closing stock from the following. They have given us opening stock, cash sales, credit sales and purchases. So we can find total sales. Total sales is equal to cash sales plus credit sales. How much is the cash sales? 60,000 plus 40,000. So total sales is 1 lakh. Here they have said that the gross profit rate is 33.33 on cost. So again sales is equal to cost plus gross profit. Cost is 100, gross profit 33.33. So sales will be 133.33. So the total amount of sales is given, that is 1 lakh. How much will be the gross profit? So it is 1 lakh into 33 by 33 divided by 133.33. We get 25,000. So cost of goods sold will be sales minus gross profit. Sales is 1 lakh minus 25,000, 75,000. So what do we need to find out? Closing stock. So cost of goods sold is equal to opening stock plus purchase plus direct expense minus closing stock. We know cost of goods sold 75,000, the opening stock 20,000, purchase is 70,000, no direct expenses minus closing stock. So 75,000 is equal to 90,000 minus closing stock. Closing stock will be 90,000 minus 75,000, that is 15,000. Clear? So this is how we prepare the trading account. We find out cost of goods sold, gross profit in different ways. Write down the next side heading. Profit and loss account. Under that, write down a profit and loss account is an account in which all gains and losses are collected in order to ascertain the excess of gains over the losses or vice versa. So trading account used to only disclose the gross profit earned as a result of buying and selling of goods. But when we do a business, there are other expenses which are incurred by a businessman. So it is very important that a businessman knows all his net profit or the net losses. So how do we get that? We deduct all the indirect expenses from the income and get the gross profit. And if our expense is more than the income, we get the gross loss. Clear? So write down format of profit and loss account. So profit and loss account for the year ending, we have debit side, credit side. particulars amount. So whatever gross profit or gross loss we get from the trading account, we bring it down. So to gross loss brought down, and on the credit side we have by gross profit brought down. Next we have to office expenses. Under office expenses we can have to salaries, to rent, rates and taxes, to printing and stationery, to postage, to lightning, to insurance premium, keep writing one below the other, to telephone charges, to legal charges, to audit fees, to traveling expenses, to establishment expenses, to trade expenses, to general expenses. After office expense we have selling and distribution expenses. Under that write down to carriage outward or carriage on sales, to advertisement, to commission, to brokerage, to bad debts, to export duty, to packing charges, to delivery van expenses, to stable expenses. And last we have miscellaneous expenses. Under that write down to discount, to repairs, to depreciation, to interest, to bank charges, to entertainment expenses, to conveyance expenses, to donation and charity, to loss on sale of assets. Then write on the credit side, after gross profit brought down, by rent from tenant, by rent received, by discount received, by commission received. So all the incomes will be on your credit side. By interest on investment, by dividend on shares, by bad debts recovered, by profit on sale of asset, by income from other sources, by miscellaneous receipts. So now if our credit side is more than the debit side, we get to net profit. And if the debit side total is more than the credit side, we get by net loss. So after all the expense and income, please write to net profit on the debit side, and on the credit side write net loss. So in the profit and loss account, we will not be writing the personal expense of the proprietors, such as household expense, life insurance premium, income tax. These expenses are drawings and it will be written in the liability side of the balance sheet. Here we will be writing only expenses which are related to the business. So clear? Tomorrow we will be starting the problems on profit and loss account. So that's all for today. Thank you.